So many of my listeners are educators and instructional designers who are curious about how AI can support their work. From your perspective, what are some practical ways AI can enhance teaching, learning, or the design of learning experiences?
This is a gold mine of a topic, and there's a lot to dive into this. So
Right.
I don't come from an educational background, although I'm a passionate educator myself. Uh, so here's let's see. So one of the things that you immediately recognize is that with learners and students in general, no two students or learners are the same. They have different needs. They maybe learn better with different media. They may be at different points in their learning experience and journey. And therefore, if you design a single curriculum that is going to cater to each of these learners, it may not land as effectively. And the other thing is, as teachers, you probably have finite time interacting with these students during the course of a term, or if it's an online course, for the duration of the course. And the other challenge is, for the teacher, it's a lot of cognitive load, because one learner might get things really quickly, and they may ask you for advanced material. They probably might ask you if you have what's next, and how do I take this to the next level. And then you have another learner who's probably not there yet and trying to catch up. And for them, you may have to invest a ton of time and energy trying to explain how something works, or how they can understand something better. And if you now add AI, which is a 24/7 private tutor that's available, that can tailor the learning experiences based on the current level of a learner and based on the media that they learn best from, you suddenly have this tool that scales education for these teachers, right? Because all of a sudden they can ensure that each student gets the care that they need,
Right.
without without these teachers sort of stretching themselves too thin. You get courses that you could have custom quizzes designed by these AI models based on the material, and that are tailored to the learner's weak spots. Because you can, it's not something where you have a test and then have a test a few weeks later. If you want, you could have quizzes every day. Not saying learners should have quizzes every day, but my point is that if they have certain areas where they're having a bit of trouble with, you can spend more time on that. And this can be done outside of the classroom environment. So all of a sudden, learners now have access to a infinitely patient 24/7 365-day private tutor, who is able to probe and ask and teach at a level that is um, sort of helping them learn where they are. And for the teacher, it allows them to then design experiences around that. So they have now a TA that's available to to help. And for designers, all of a sudden, you can get instant feedback on, like, if you have slides for a particular course, you can get feedback on where the students in general didn't get the material. So maybe some slide needs to be redesigned, for example. Or you can think about, like, is there a particular topic that was not covered in depth, and was there a demand? And you can have a turnaround of a week as opposed to a semester. And I feel like that's opening up entire new opportunities in education.